Yeah, I did get that question. I decided to answer the question right here live. If y'all don't really mind, we could do that right here. Um, it's your boy Carceno. Cash App is Carceno, Carceno. Now, the way I look at it is pretty simple. And this is nice. Somebody gave me this nice email. Very nice. Now, let me point out some things. They talked about DJ Quik bootlegging Tupac CD. You wanted to know some clarity about it. Well, let's get to it then, shall we? Let's get to the clarity. Now, it was what, Thursday? I think it was Thursday. Y'all asked me this question. And I said I'd do it. But I got busy. Then we got hit with the Tiffany Haddish thing. And I think my mom was around. And some other stuff popped up too. Wasn't just that. But yeah, let's get to it. Now, we looking at a Class A situation that many people don't see on an everyday basis. Know what I mean? DJ Quick was working with Dr. Dre on this album. They were both gonna mix and do all the stuff on the album. That didn't work out. Okay? And because it didn't work out, things went left. And you might say, well, what do you mean by things didn't work out or it went left? Well, the problem was this, ladies and gentlemen, when we come into things going left. Dr. Dre ended up leaving Death Row Records, period. Right in the middle of Tupac album. California Love video, that was it for Dre. He was done. He gave up the reels, everything. Dre was out. Gone from Death Row Records. And was just gone. So Quik came in and basically engineered the album. He kind of shadowed this other engineer who was there who actually had a performing microphone. That's why the voice is so clear on that album, because they used that microphone for All Eyes on Me. And that was the first probably rapper ever to use a microphone like that. Um, but anyway, besides that, right, what's done is done. DJ Quick is, he's the guy that's basically putting this whole thing together for no money. This is another thing, no money. So he in there, tinkering with everything, putting the final touches on the album. And, people want to have a copy of it. Like Pac wanted a copy in case he wanted to play it for some people, and Suge had a copy. Suge didn't want anybody else having copies. So the only three people that had copies was Quik, Pac, and Suge. Suge's gonna play it for investors, and play it for Jimmy Iovine and all those guys. So that's why he has the album to show like, even though Dre ain't here, we still good. Don't worry about it. Like we make the music here. Like this is where the magic is. So with everything being done the way it was, everybody blew a gasket when they saw the real truth behind the situation. It got crazy. DJ Quik left the CD in a car, and the bodyguard or security guard had borrowed it and wanted to get a copy. So he took DJ Quik's copy from the car and was listening to it. So Suge got rumored that people had heard the CD already. And now if this gets out of hand, it could start getting bootlegged, and you got a real serious problem on your hands. Jimmy Iovine and Interscope ain't gonna like that the album's on the streets already. This is the most anticipated album coming out. So Suge called DJ Quik to the office because Pac got his. And he ain't let nobody listen to it except for the people that he let listen to it, but ain't nobody else got it. Then Suge know he got his, and ain't nobody took his, so it was Quik. So Quik get in the office, and from what I heard, Suge grabbed him and threw him across the room. People are fighting in there when he asking about what happened. And he was like, man, he's like, I don't know, man. He throwing them around the room, smacking his boys up. Some dudes in there, they don't mess with. And he told him it was at the security guy's office, right? Yeah, the only fight there was, them getting beat up by Suge and them. So they damn sure wasn't fighting back. So Quik went to the security guy house and supposedly beat up the security guy and started beating on him when he said what he said about the tape. Like it wasn't him. He didn't do it. He got it and all that, but he didn't do all that. And Quik hit him in the mouth because he was mad he got beat up, so he had to beat somebody up. So Quik fired off on him, and he told his boy who had a Tech 9 to just let off on Quik. And Quik was like, F it, I don't care. And dude was like, oh, okay. Then his homeboy took the gun and they just started fighting in right there at dude's crib, so it was wild. Quik been in a lot of those. But all of this is really stemming too because another incident happened with Quik that don't get spoken on. Quik had a situation with sorry about that. He had a altercation with Suge Knight, I believe in New Orleans, at the concert show. Like nobody had heard the All Eyes on Me album, and Pac did some of the songs there. And late night, they were going to a restaurant, and they went with the person who was supposed to be chaperoning them. And some dudes was running behind him, basically shooting in the air. So Pac and Suge and them find out, and they just like, look, come back to the hotel. They called everybody in the hotel, Pac there, everybody there, and they was like, man, what happened? Why was y'all fighting? And what was going on out there in the streets? Suge's like, we can't have no altercation. We can't have no gun situation out of town. This is a problem. So how Suge was like, listen, I ain't saying y'all can't do or have no fun, but you making it a dangerous situation. We out of town, and you gotta understand, they trying to lock Pac up for anything that anybody else do. They gonna throw it on Pac. So if you ride with us, you gotta realize that Tupac is the biggest artist in the world, and they're gonna do anything to try to lock him up. And if you try to get him jammed up, you just sign your death certificate. Because if he go to jail, you going someplace else. So you gonna either have to break him out of jail, or what's gonna happen to you. So on top of that, it was discovered that Quik, homeboy, was supposed to be the security. So Quik, homeboy, started explaining himself. Suge was already living, didn't want to hear, and told DJ Quik, that's your homeboy, right? Then you straighten him out, or we gonna straighten you out. So Quik had to go over there and start slapping his homeboy up. Pop, pop, punching him, hitting him. And it wasn't good enough for Suge. Suge like, that ain't enough. Wow! The Suge started hitting him. Wow! Wow! And he was like, put your hands down. Take it like a man. So he had to take that whooping from Suge and his homeboy. Now, that's going to create more problems down the road for Quik. Because his homeboy going to remember that. Because his homeboy don't feel like he was in the wrong. So that led to a falling out with the crew, with DJ Quik. It's like, we can't, your boys don't feel like you got their back. So that weakened your power you got with them. Then they feel like it wasn't their fault and that happened. I don't know. I'm telling you, that's a little strange. But I'm going to get out of here. Love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.